prepared to fight to the very end because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't
You
care.
can't.
We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. Right. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
So what's popping, YouTube? Your favorite imperialist, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, basically is damn near putting the country in hell. He's also trying to add tariffs on China, but China's like, fuck you. We're bigger than you. We're better than you. And yeah, you know what's so crazy though? I've always heard like white people fear of China like being bigger than America, but I never really heard I always knew that like I will always go on YouTube and see guys like Joe Rogan and them. They will always have somebody come up and talk about, oh, you know, China, their advancements in this, that, and the third, they're gonna surpass us. Like, nigga, them niggas been here for just as long as they said they were. They've been here for 5,000 years, nigga. Honestly, would they make the next 5,000 years? Fuck no. I think most of the world's going. I think the world's gonna definitely have a restart, and I don't think some people would like it, but I think it's needed. Some type of structure needs to happen. Some type of balance needs to happen. Whether, you know, we have to do certain things, but that's for a whole nother conversation within itself. So basically, a lot of people have been freaking out because also with that, a lot of Chinese companies or Chinese people have been coming out talking about 80% of the clothing that you wear comes from China. And this is very obvious. I used to tell my friend about the Nike sweatshop, and this nigga thought I was joking. This nigga's like, oh shit, no, like we really, yes. Like I don't know why niggas would think I'm joking about that. The factories, like, nigga, I was not joking, nigga. Those factories really get sent to Europe or they'll come to America. The companies will rebrand and say made in France, made in whatever. Whole time, nigga, that shit was made in China. Gucci does it all the time. 80% of Gucci's clothes are literally made in China. I mean, not just the clothes, the designer, the bags, everything. And most of the product that they get it from, the leathering and stuff like that, where they actually get it from, is usually from Africa. Snake skin, all types of stuff like that. And those are the real people that are suffering. So honestly, when I see acting like China's this great country, oh my God, look what they're doing. They're exposing America. They're standing with us. Them niggas is fucked up just as America. That's why they even get away with the bullshit they're doing. They're doing the same thing that America does. Most of these countries are just trying to colonize Africa one day at a fucking time. And they've been doing that shit for centuries. So nothing new is really under the sun. So I can't really say China's a quote unquote successful country because most of these countries couldn't even do it on their own. They all rely on Africa. Just clothes. It's also the mineral mines in Congo. The chip in your phone that makes it not fucking explode and stuff like that literally comes from Congo. It's people, children working in those mines and fields, dying out of starvation because they're literally poor and they get paid breadcrumbs and their lives are in hell. So honestly, the state of Africa has always been in a sick place, and a lot of the world's export has definitely exploited Africa to its core. So honestly, nothing is really surprising. I don't see why people are acting as if America or any of these countries are the better countries. Most westernized countries, even countries like China, the only reason why they made it this far is literally because of Africa. And y'all can say what the fuck y'all want, but Africa has produced so much mass export for you niggas. That's why y'all live so comfortably. That's why we have all the things that we have right now is really because of Africa. And you could cry with your mother about that how you want to, but it is true. Also, the biggest problem with Africa is there's so much corruption. Like, for example, you know, Akon tried to have his own city in his country. So it was called Akon City, and he basically put his own country in debt. And that country cannot produce none of that GDP to even pay back China the billions of dollars that he basically owed them. Also, this dumbass nigga Akon did that shit, and I don't know, like, he built a little ass rock, and he's supposed to build a big ass city. It was some goofy shit, like, but that's other thing that's holding back from Africa. We already know about the dumbass, corrupt idiots of Africa. Like, we could go on and on, you can go on and on and on and on. I don't know if these niggas are scared of some of these European countries, or they just don't have to fight, or because it's like, yes, I understand niggas getting assassinated and this, that, and the third for fighting back, but you're just a bitch ass nigga. Like, you just gonna let people keep stepping on your people. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, me personally as a man, nigga, I'm killing for mines, nigga. I'm just I'm just saying. I don't understand. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. China's exposing America. A lot of mass export does come from the same thing. A lot of them are at the real same price. Yes, you could get Lululemon for $6 if you want to. Like, that DHgate has been a thing for a long time. I know a girl that's an Instagram influencer that I grew up with. She's like a millennial, but she used to do like, Instagram content where she would like wear on like super designer clothes and this, that, and the third. Whole time she was getting it from DHgate for a cheap price. And she's been doing it for a while. There's a lot of girls on Instagram that been doing that shit for a while. Obviously, how you think they keep up with the lifestyle? Plus, there's some women that really go to countries and get pooped on just for some $6 clothes. Like, damn, I don't know I don't know what to say. I mean, some of these things cost $100 and you're paying like $13,000 for it, and it's really sad how consumerism has hurt us. Also, it does a lot of damage in the black community because niggas is dying over some of these objects. Niggas is dying over literal shoes that are made for $50 that are overly priced in America. Like, that's actually sickening. That's depressing as fuck. Like, we dying for bullshit. So many issues has happened over the years with consumerism. It's definitely hurt the minds of America. But this has always been a thing. This is not surprising. Now, I feel like the world's getting into a direction where a lot of things will be exposed. I don't think the world's gonna come together. Like, that's never gonna happen, because I'm gonna be honest, nigga. Like, that would never happen. The world will always be how it is. Yes, we have the internet. Yes, we can learn and experience different things from different countries, but the same outlook will always be the same outlook. Certain things would just never really change. But that's up to the people to change it in those countries. Like, it's up to Africa to rise up and come as a unit, but that's not gonna happen because, I don't know, they got too much tribalism going on. I'm from here, you're from there. Even in America, black people have tribalism everywhere, but that's really the problem with us. But that's for, like, again, a whole nother conversation. But that's why China will continue to be more successful, because they don't really give a fuck about shit like that. They all see themselves as the same, and they gonna produce as much as possibly as they can, and they're gonna exploit just as much as possible as they can. They're trying to buy a bunch of land in China right now. So yeah, they've been doing this for a while. They're just fucked up as America. Yes, they're exposing America, but they ain't better than America. So don't get too ahead of yourself. They're still a communist country, nigga. Don't get too ahead of. First of all, there's no such thing as any free country. Let me just start there. Like, there's no such thing as free, a actual free country. Like, most countries, if there's a government that feels threatened by you or feels threatened by anything that you do or whatever you're doing, they will come after you and they will put you down. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know why people think there's no such thing as any real free country. Like, yes, there's stipulations and rules and guidelines, but even within those guidelines, they might feel relaxed, but there's no free country. Like, see, America's been deporting all these people. America don't play no fucking games. Like, this is a fucking white country. 71% of America is made up of white people. They will do whatever it takes to get all of you niggas out of here. Even me. They trying to get niggas that's born in America out of America. So, and honestly, this been America's plan. Even in the Reconstruction era, they was trying to get people out of America. So, black people out of America. But that's for a whole nother conversation. I don't know how but a lot of things tying with certain things. So, like, they make sense. But yeah, it's like, China's exposing America. Great. It's cool. But they're both fucked up. They're both fucked up at the end of the day. But China did save lives, I guess, because he made y'all not act like idiots no more. I guess the country, them exposing and making all these videos are actually helping y'all. But yeah, this is something that's been going on. Plus, you could tell from certain shoes and fabrics that they're literally the same shoe. Like, you will see a tennis shoe that costs $20 and a Gucci shoe that looks like a tennis shoe costs fucking thousands of dollars. And they literally have the same padded feel. They literally look the same. Like, they literally have the same. Even just a random tennis shoe has the same feel as the Gucci shoe. That should tell you a lot. Like, the shoe that you're wearing doesn't have any real value. It's just a fucking shoe. But again, I don't want to get into that conversation with you designer niggas. You could be in the Lulu world as much as you want, but the world is going to go in a different direction. And if you're not prepared and you're not ready, I don't know what to say. But that's all I really have to say, though. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you on next week's video. Peace.